So there's what the two-piece system, that's the plunger, and this is the main line that comes through. So you run your main line down, this is where you put your bulb there, and you swivel down there, this is where your weight goes, and this one comes out here, and this is where I tie a leader on it. So my leader is a 5-foot system here. So a lot of times I'll pull cranks, slow depth, I pull flies. Flies are huge in Winnebago, in the river there. So it's just, instead of using bottom bouncers are hard to store. They're clumsy, they're cumbersome, and this makes it so much easier. And I like using pencil weights because if they're long like this, they don't get hung up as much. They work great. Kill zone. It's the mini kill zone. That's another video that's supposed to be more kills. He started out with the big ones. All he started is he made them out of plastic straws, just for examples how it would work and all that kind of stuff. But he actually has it manufactured in Marinette, Wisconsin. He's got a plastic mold injector guy out there who does all this stuff. He does all his printing. So this thing is completely made in the United States. Marinette, Wisconsin. Yes?
Have you got any of those here now?
Yes, yes we do. Yep. I made them come along. It's my banner stuff. There's my boat. Everybody's got to see the COOT boat because it's eye-catching and all that kind of stuff. Well, you know, I'm in the business to sell stuff, and hopefully I can make your fishing experience a lot better. That's what I want to do.
That way everybody follow you.
Yep. So some of the adventures, there's Lake Erie 2 years ago. That's my biggest bull shark I've ever gotten. It was 8-footer with Keith Tobias down in Hernandez Bay. One of my buddy's personal biggest walleyes over there. This is the guy I was telling you about putting a crawler on the front hook. This is the father-son team, and they do a lot of tournaments, and they just love my rods, and they run them all now. That's my son Aaron. I call him Mini. He does all my social media stuff. So this was during the fall brawl in 2020. We had a great time out there. He was a jock in high school. You know, I had bleacher rats for 4 years. So and then he went off to college for 4 years, and he goes down to Alabama, get his master's down there, and now he's doing fishing stuff with me finally. So I'm trying to enjoy every moment I have with him. Northern up at Lake of the Woods there, a little walleye, fishing with Keith up there, Lake of the Woods. Well, we did. I tell you what, you know, watching Facebook, I get so many hate people. Oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know, I said, my son was up in Eagle River at Scottie's Bait and Tackle. Super nice guy. I help him out with social media stuff, tell him what he should be doing and all that kind of stuff. And Aaron says, you should see this net up here. I said, a musky net? I think so. I says, buy it. He says, why? I says, we're going to need that net in October when we fish the Bay of Green Bay for our tournament. Okay, so he buys it, and boy, did we get the hits on that net and that fish. I'll never miss a fish with this thing. This thing is awesome. Well, there's Devin Metz. He was here last year. Another personal best for a friend, my son's friend right there. That was 28.5 released. There's my mascot that goes on my trolling motor up front, my COOT, my mud hen. This is how I got my nickname COOT, because I used to shoot mud hens years ago as a kid. I was born and raised on them. My dad had the record at the time, 15 in one shot. I had 11 in one shot. So my wife said, why do you want to name COOT'S lures? I said, a duck. I said, it's not a duck, it's a grebe. So this is how we came up with COOT'S lures. So these are a couple of my famous people on the internet. I got the Garage Gourmet here. He's the hoot nanny, loves salmon fishing. We just did a brown trout trip a couple weeks ago. Got a lot of great hits on that one. This is Ed the Diver, super nice guy. This guy goes into lakes and rivers, cleans them up. He doesn't get paid to do this. It's unbelievable the junk he finds, and people are buying it from him. He actually quit his full-time job to do this. He's hired a social media person right now. He's coming down to my house in June. We're going to do some Winnebago diving and cleanup. I'm a certified diver, but I don't dive, I'd rather be on top of the water, not in the water anymore. But Ed the Diver, check him out on Facebook. Then I have my grandson, he's all into COOT'S lures now, so I can't wait to get him fishing and holding the rod. I got, Shady Ray sunglasses, they like all our content we put out there. My hats,